expressed in this program by the host or guests do not state or reflect those of the company, its management, sponsors, or any entities they represent.
Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off a steal. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis, and breaking scoreboard. Simone of the Olympics, defense and big business. The Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch, screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the three in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids, Price and Doherty, Bale in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host DeeTrynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host DeeTrynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, man. What's really good? Damn, I can see. I guess the light shining on me today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's going to be a bright day, okay? But it's a pleasure to be with y'all. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live recordings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public. Just look for the Industry Sports channel, like, subscribe, share, and then you will find the Game Changer Sports Talk Show with DeeTrynt. Make sure you like, subscribe, share as well. Wherever you viewing this from, you should have a link in the bio or in the chat. You'll be able to come up if you like to. You know, you can put your comments all in the chat. Let us know how you feel about what's going on today. But it is Wild Card Saturday. NFL playoffs. Technically, this is the first legit playoff post-COVID. All right. A lot of people ain't gonna say that, but it really is. All right. And it's been crazy this year. There are teams in the playoffs that I don't think a lot of people expected to be in the playoffs. There are teams in seeds that I don't think people expected to be in seeds. All right. So just on the catch up for a base foundation, let's start it off, right? In the playoffs in the AFC, which will start off WildCard weekend. All right. Starting from the top seed, Baltimore is the number 1 seed with a bye. Buffalo is the number 2 seed, and they will host Pittsburgh on Monday. That game has been moved to a 4:30 Eastern Standard Time start. It is Martin Luther King Day on that day. It's also my granny's birthday. Happy early birthday, Granny. You know what I'm saying? But Buffalo and Steelers will play on that day. You have KC with the number 3 seed. They'll be hosting Miami. That game will come on tonight. That game is the game that is exclusively on Peacock. As we all know, the NFL has started doing streaming with various other platforms, giving them rights and things like that. As you can see, Thursday Night Football is now exclusively on Prime. They have their own setup for it and everything. Monday Night Football still stays with ESPN and ABC and the ESPN properties. And now Peacock is getting in on the act. Peacock already got the Sunday night games. Now they getting a wild card game. So look, it's going to be cool. And the 4 or 5 matchup, which is the matchup we care about. You know, if you know, you're a Clevelander, you already know what time it is. Damn, this sun is bright. Hold on, y'all. Damn, this sun is bright. This sun is so bright. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. This sun is doing too much, okay? It's just doing a little too much for me. All right. So, as I was saying though, this wild card weekend, what we care about is what the Browns do. The Browns come in as the number 5 seed. even though a lot of us wish they was the number 2 seed and felt like they could have been the number 2 seed, through all the injuries and different things that they've had to manage this year, the Browns still ended up with a guaranteed number 5 seed in the playoffs because Baltimore went hot at the end of the year. All right. The Browns will travel to Houston today to face the Houston Texans, which is, I guess, in a storyline of fitting storylines for this playoffs. I would say this one is even more fitting, right? These Browns who traded for Deshaun Watson, don't that look so much better, y'all? That dude looks so much better. I appreciate the homie. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun Watson, who we traded 6 picks to get, who has not got to play a lot as we would like over the last 2 seasons, but before his key season was cut short, he was 5-1 on the season. I think that's a very promising sign. The team was without Nick Chubb, top 3 starting tackles, yet they still went 11-6. Houston, a team that was, pictured to be a bottom feeder for a little minute. They draft a Ohio Buckeye legend, and CJ Stroud at quarterback. They bring in DeMeco Ryans, who was the defensive coordinator in San Francisco. They bring him over to Houston as the head guy. And look, Houston, 10-7. Okay, yeah, the Browns 11-6. So yeah, Houston 10-7. And they're hosting a playoff game because the Jacksonville Jaguars couldn't maintain their lead. They totally crumbled at the end of the year, which is crazy because the year before they caught fire to go to the playoffs. But hey, it happens. This is a make or break league. All right, you either gonna make it or you not make it is gonna get your team broke up. This is what I mean by make or break. All right, so Houston comes in with a CJ Stroud who has thrown for 4,000 plus yards in his rookie season. They have hold on one second. Yeah, so CJ Stroud, he comes in, he's thrown for 4,000 plus yards. He has a receiver in Nico Collins, who's had a breakout year actually. 1,200, almost 1,300 yards this year, 8 touchdowns. He's throwing to Tank Dell, the rookie, who is 75 catches for 700 yards. Wait, hold on one moment. Hello? All right. So, yeah, Tank Dell, rookie sensation, that came in. He didn't call 75. What do you got? He got 47 receptions for 700 yards, 7 touchdowns. Dalton Shorts, tight end that came over from Dallas, 59 catches for 600 yards. You have Nico Brown, who's also caught 567. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. My bad. All right, boom. Show 59. What do you got? 59 receptions for 600, almost 700 yards. Nico Brown got 33 receptions for 500 yards. Robert Woods, I forgot he was even over there. But I guess he's the veteran over there. I guess that would explain why the receivers over there did so well. You got a veteran over there who knows the game, probably showing them young receivers how to utilize their talents. That makes sense. But even him, 40 receptions, 400 yards. So this Texas team is definitely formidable. They got 2 running backs back there. Devin Singletary, who came over from Buffalo. He had 216 carries for 900 yards this year. He's rushed for 4 touchdowns. Damian Pierce, who was the rookie sensation for them last year, he's went for 400 yards off 145 carries. So they have an offense that can get hot. They have an offense that can give any team problems. The problem is, all right, and the Texans got a good defense, all right. You know, they led by the rookie Will Anderson, in my opinion, who's had a pretty good, solid rookie year, 45 tackles, 7 sacks. I think that's a pretty good year. They got Greenard, who's the leader sacker on their team. He has 12.5 this year, or 52 tackles. They got Stingley Jr. over there, Shaquille Griffin over there as far as defensive backs. So they, like I say, Houston has a team. All right, they have enough pieces where they could cause a team problems. They could get hot, and it could get ugly for a team. It could, you know what I mean? And me just pointing out the positives, all right? But then they got to go against the Browns. And this is where it's hard for them, right? Because, the Browns have the number 1 defense in the league. Now, people will argue semantics. Oh, they are okay, but the Browns got one of the top defenses in the league. This has been seen and shown all year. They've beat all the top teams that they faced this year. That's including the top 2 teams in each conference this year. As I said before, Deshaun Watson went on his 5-1 run, right? Joe Flacco comes in, goes 4-0 in his starts. The last game was not a game he played, so that wasn't caught on his record. But he's also a proven veteran quarterback who has the most road wins of any football quarterback, of any quarterback over the last couple decades. I'm just even Tom Brady. Tom Brady played a lot at home. Flacco run on the road. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. We do still got a running game. Jerome Ford's probably not a household name, but he is a game breaker. Pierre Strong is not, some people know, but he is formidable. He can, do what he do. Let's go ahead and hurry up and get this on wrapped up. All right. So the Browns, like I say, Pierre Strong is a nice compliment back. A guy with good speed, give you some return ability, can't catch out the backfield. Kareem Hunt is the guy that I think will lean on for big running plays, right? And when I mean big running plays, not long gaining plays, but important ones, third and shorts, red zone defense, maintaining drives to keep the opposing offense off the field. I think he's going to be very important in those respects. Jerome Ford is going to be more of the big game breaker, make the defense soften up type of back. I'm hoping to see Kevin Stefanski actually run more 2-back offense in this playoffs, to keep, to try to keep things honest. And then, what is there not to say about this defense led by Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward? And, you bring over Zadarius and Juan Thornhill and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah has arguably had the best season of his career. Amazing what a linebacker can do when he doesn't have deep offensive linemen on his level of the playing field before he can make a play. It's amazing to see what he can do. But the Browns have, arguably 3 of the top 10 corners in the league right now, and Newsome, Ward, and Emerson. Arguably have one of the top 5 safety combinations in the league with Juan Thornhill and Grandel Pitt when they're playing. You have one of the most formidable defensive end combinations when you have a Myles Garrett, a Zadarius Smith, and a Obaniah Okoronkwo, a double O as we call him. All right. Unfortunately, we will be without Anthony Walker for these playoffs. But Sione Takitaki has been on this team for a very long time. I think he's going on his 6th season, and I think he can hold up in that role. Look, every team is going to try to get the Browns their best shot because I feel like every team in these playoffs is scared of the Browns, and I think the Browns should be using that to their advantage. My key for the Browns in these playoffs, it's not just this game, in these playoffs, is don't shoot yourself in the foot, okay? No unnecessary penalties, no unnecessary extracurricular antics, no reason to give the refs any reason to give them inner energy. If they call, fuck it, they mess it up. Excuse my French, they mess it up, we just gonna keep playing, all right? We ain't gonna worry about that. Let the coaches handle that. But y'all cannot shoot yourselves in the foot. Joe Flacco, Joseph, I understand you got that gunslinger in you, but I'm going to need you to pick and choose your times wisely in these playoffs, okay? You're going to have those times where you can make that play, and we love your guts, but we don't get a lot of room for error in Cleveland, so I'm going to need you to pick and choose your spots wisely and a little more cautiously, but take them, all right? I think this is going to be a very good game. I don't think this is going to be the best game of the playoffs. It could be. It could turn out to be the most entertaining game of the playoffs, but I don't think so. I think it'll be a good game in the first quarter, even halfway or 3/4 up until till halftime. But I don't think after that. I don't think it's close. These Browns and Texans played on Christmas Eve, and the Browns put up a 36 slot. It was 36 or 37 to 22. And what was it? Let me make sure I go to that game, get the score right. Was it 37-22? No, it was 36-22. I was right. 36-22. The game where Amari Cooper had 11 catches for 265 yards. I think they're going to be spotlighting Amari Cooper so much that David Njoku should be able to get his rocks off. I'm not sure if they upgraded Elijah Moore to playing status, but if he doesn't play, I will be looking forward to seeing Cedric Tillman get a lot of action. And because of the overplaying on Amari Cooper, I think that's going to happen. You could see David Bell actually have a breakout game if it turns into that. It's Houston. I'm pretty sure they're not snowing in Houston, so they're gonna have a little better weather than we got here in Cleveland right now. But I really think these Browns is really going. I think they might manhandle the Houston Texans. It's so many of these different analysts, and they all picking the Texans, and they only pick the Texans because they don't like the Browns. They don't like what a winning Browns franchise represents. That's what this is about. They don't. But this is the year they eat crow. In my opinion, this is the year the Browns go to the Super Bowl. Yes, that is what I'm going with. I'm picking the Browns to go to the Super Bowl this year. Yes, and I'm definitely putting a bet on that too. Browns to the Super Bowl. And why am I putting the bet on that? Why do I feel like that? Right? Okay. So in the NFC, right, you got Packers, Cowboys, you got Lions, Rams, you got Eagles, Bucks, with the 49ers having the 1 seed in the bye. I don't see nobody on this NFC roster that looks like a formidable foe. Don't get me wrong, they all have pieces and players that you have to be cautious about. But when it comes to the defense Cleveland has and the way they've been playing all year, all we need for the offense to do is to just maintain. Just come down and get some points on every drive. 7 or 3. Come down and get it. That's it. 7 or 3, it doesn't matter. The pressure of you driving the field and scoring, taking time off the clock, and then putting points on the board allows that defense to come out and play even more aggressive, especially in the playoffs. And I think Jim Schwartz will love nothing more than to goose egg a few teams in the playoffs. It ain't been so many shutouts in the playoffs ever. I think the 2000 Ravens did it once or twice. I think the 85 Bears did it once or twice. That's it. Maybe the Browns could do that. One of these games, who knows? But I am picking the Browns. My final score on this game is I'm going to say it's going to be 31-10. I'm gonna go 31-10. I wanted to say 31-9, but I'm going to actually give CJ Stroud credit for being able to score at least one touchdown. But 31-10 is my prediction for the Browns versus Texans game. When you get to the Miami versus Chiefs game tonight, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I kind of expect Miami to win this game. All season that I've seen, what I've seen of the Chiefs and I've seen of the Dolphins, I've seen nothing that shows me that Kansas City is the better team. And with that being said, I kind of expect the Dolphins to beat the Chiefs. I think it might be a shootout in the first half, but I think ultimately Miami wins by at least 9. At worst 4. I got them by 9. And I got the score being 30-21. Dolphins over Chiefs. Tomorrow's wild card games. I may be back for y'all tomorrow. I don't know. We gonna see, right? But I'll give them to you, right? Packers versus Cowboys. So impulsively, I want to say that the Cowboys could blow the Packers out. The problem is that the Cowboys can't really stop the run. And Aaron Jones is a pretty good running back. And so is Corey Dillon's son, A.J. Dillon. I think he's a pretty good running back, too. I think this could be the closest game of the playoffs. And my prediction for this game is 21-24 Cowboys. I'm going to pick the Cowboys. It's probably not in best interest, but I'm going to pick the Cowboys 21-24. Rams and Lions, which is I think is going to be the best game of the first round playoffs. To me, this is going to be the shootout game. And I think that this game ultimately is going to come down to the last drive. I think Jared Goff gets a chance to show Detroit why he feels like he can do more with his team than Matthew Stafford did with his team. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe that's what it is. And Jared Goff gets to come down and lead a game-winning drive. And the Lions beat the Rams by 6. I got that score at 41-35. Lions over Rams. Steelers versus Bills. I don't like Pittsburgh. I don't think they're going to score a point, personally. But that ain't a real analyst type of, So, the Bills have been playing shaky all year. The Steelers' defense has been the main reason that they're even in the playoffs. Mason Rudolph, the last couple weeks, has shown that he can actually move this team. they could play spoiler. If any team outside of who I picked with the Kansas City thing is susceptible of losing at home, I guess the Cowboys is too, but I don't want it. If anybody's susceptible, it's the Bills. All right. But I don't think they will lose to the Steelers. I do see them winning this game probably by 2 touchdowns. I'm going to say that this game's in somewhere around 28-14, 27-13 type of ordeal. Eagles, Buccaneers. This is interesting, right? Will be the last game of the wild card playoff. I don't know what to think about the Bucs. I don't have faith in Baker when it matters. I want to be very clear when I say that. I don't have faith in Baker Mayfield's ability to win an important game, an elimination game. I don't think he has it in him to uplift his skill to that type of level in an elimination game. In a regular game, cool. But when it matters, when all the marbles are on the table, I just don't think he has it. Jalen Hurts has shown me that he can have it when it matters. And the thing is, I don't know if Jalen Hurts is healthy, and I don't know if A.J. Brown is playing. So, but I'm still going to...
Brown not playing. They already reported it.
He not playing?
Nope.
So, with that being said, this is Baker's best chance to get into the second round since he was with Cleveland. But I don't know if he could outsmart that defense. I just don't. So I'll take the Eagles in this game, and I will say this is probably the ugliest game of the playoffs. And I think this game will end somewhere around 13-7. Maybe 20-13. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with 20-13. 20-13. So in my wild card playoff round, Browns move on, Dolphins move on, Cowboys move on, Lions move on, Bills move on, and Eagles move on. Those are my picks. I would love to see what y'all got in store, how y'all think it's gonna go, what teams y'all think have the best chance to actually be in the Super Bowl. I think the NFL wants a Ravens and 49ers Super Bowl. I think that's what the NFL wants. I think it's likely, though. I think it's likely that you could get a Bills versus Cowboys rematch. I know that sounds crazy, right? But I think of all the years, this is a year that you could actually might get that. The Super Bowl that I want to see, is Browns versus Lions. That's the Super Bowl I want to see. Okay? I want to see the Browns versus the Lions. And I want everybody in the NFL to have to reevaluate how they build their teams. That's what I would like to see. That would be, I got a birthday coming up in a couple weeks. That will be the ultimate birthday gift. Browns, Lions, Super Bowl in Vegas. Best believe I'm fucking going. Okay? If that happens, I'm out of here. I am to Vegas. So I got to see my Browns in the hot conditions playing for the big trophy. You know what I'm saying? DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at InDaStreetzSportz or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for InDaStreetzSportz, like, subscribe, share, and once you get in there, you'll find Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly, DeeTrynt. Like, subscribe, share, give your feedback. Make sure you check out the website, InDaStreetzSportz.com. And get your latest articles. If you want somebody to get spotlighted, make sure y'all hit us up. You can email us at InDaStreetzSportz@gmail.com or DeeTrynt@gmail.com. Let us know what y'all want to hear, what y'all trying to do, man. We'll get to it as soon as we and you know, put some spotlight and some recognition on places that ain't getting enough shine. All right. But it's been a pleasure rocking with y'all. I just wanted to come and do a quick evaluation of the game. And you know, it's always go Browns, dog pound for life. I'm really looking forward to them wiping the floor with the Texans. Because that's what I think they're going to do. Wipe the floor with them. Shout out to Stroud. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that you got to get your first time in the playoffs coming home against a franchise that's been angry for 6 years. I don't think you would have to face that. But hey, you know, every dog has his day. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, please stay warm, stay dangerous, stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Be easy. I'm going to holler at y'all later.